everyone! We're here to do an original book tag for you. We're going to be doing the Head Over Heels book tag inspired by our April OwlCrate box. Without further ado, let's get to the questions. First Kiss, Best Fictional Smooch. For this, I'm gonna go with a series that's actually not talked about very much on BookTube, and that is the Finishing School series by Gail Carriger. So this is actually a steampunk book that takes place in Victorian finishing school where the ladies are also trained to be spies and assassins. So this is gonna be a bit spoilery for a couple of the characters, so if you're interested in reading this series, you might wanna mute for a second. When I put the book down, you can start listening again. The main character in this book is named Sophronia, which took me a long time to learn how to say, and she falls in love with a sooty, who is somebody who shovels coal, named Soap. And they are just so cute, and their first kiss, perfect.
Red Roses, a book with red on the cover. For this, I went with Extremely Loud and Incredibly Close by Jonathan Safran Foer. I'm a typography freak, and I absolutely love the way this cover was designed.
Next up, we have Prom Date, your book boyfriend or girlfriend. So I'm gonna have a really hard time holding up this book because it's massive, but for my book boyfriend, I'm gonna go with Quoth from The Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss. In particular, in the second book, The Wise Man's Fear, you really start to fall in love with him. So this is a massive fantasy trilogy, the third book of which isn't out yet, but I know I'm gonna be running to the bookstore the day it's released so I can get some more Quoth.
First Love, a book that made you fall in love with reading. For this, I went with the classic Nancy Drew series, which kept me up night after night as a kid, reading under the covers and solving mysteries along with Nancy.
Next up is Summer Fling, a YA book with insta-love. For this, I'm gonna go with Natasha and Daniel from The Sun Is Also a Star by Nicola Yoon. As this book takes place over the course of just one day, it is definitely insta-love, but Nicola Yoon does it so well you can't help but be charmed.
The Dating Game, Best Love Triangle. For this one, I went classic and chose F. Scott Fitzgerald's The Great Gatsby. The story of Gatsby, Daisy, and Tom is a perfectly lavish cautionary tale about the dangers of obsessive love.
Next up, we have Candlelight, a slow-burning romance. So I'm going to be revealing some major spoilers for Crooked Kingdom, so if you haven't read this yet and you don't want to know, mute this video until I put the book down. So I love all of the characters in this story, and I love all the relationships in this story, but in particular, I love Jesper and Wylan. They are just so precious together. They are polar opposite characters that take a while to find their groove, but when they do get together, it's just so sweet. Next we have First Date, an awkward character or a character that makes you feel awkward. And for this, I'm gonna go with David from the Reckoner series by Brandon Sanderson. David is really charming and lovable as a character, but he is incredibly awkward and is best known for telling really bad metaphors. I found him so endearing as a character, but you really do cringe at some of the things that come out of his mouth. I feel like this is another series that deserves more hype, and if you want a really fun YA story about superheroes that then become anti-heroes, this is a great read.
So that was our Head Over Heels book tag. If you would like to do the tag, please let us know and leave us a note in the comments. We'd love to see it.
If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Happy reading, and thanks for being awesome. Bye!